Do you feel homeless Dipster wrecks my pig, Cypress Hill steals my orchestra, and Sonic Youth in my cooler? Get out of there, you kids!
Oh, come on, Mr. Frampton. You're not going to eat all that watermelon.
Please, I'm trying to perform.
Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones.
Guys, a few weeks ago at your brand new CD release, Mad Men Only, and that was kind of fun because I like telling that story because we were doing it in pretty much the punch clock room for the for the workers of that bar, so it was pretty fun. But Mad Men Only, I just unreal to me just because I've heard and just like seen the progress because I remember seeing guys about 2 years ago, this is before you, Seamus, obviously. So for your very first self-titled EP. And he played at a mutual friend of ours, Gord's place, at his party. So I saw you guys for the first time there. I saw you guys a few more times after that. And then I saw you guys again for your second release of your EP called Bird Language. And I went to see that show. I put that show on live.
Was Langston playing at that show? We had a sax player with a crazy huge hat on and goggles.
No, he wasn't actually.
No, because was it at CTO or was it at?
No, this was at the music club.
Music club. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
because I think he'd already gone back to Ireland as far as.
He went to I think it was Pittsburgh.
Or Pittsburgh. So you're like, oh well. Either way, he had taken off, so he had left. I don't know why I thought Ireland. I just thought Andy had said that, right? So
a black dude from Ireland.
No, I thought Andy had said that, so that's my mistake. But yeah, it was, and and it's kind of funny. Just we'll sidetrack here just for 1 second. There's another artist on Twitter. He's a local to London, Ontario. His name is Fry Fogel, and I've been talking to him, and he said, "Oh, it goes, you know what the drummer is." I was like, "Well, which drummer?" So apparently he knows Tom from way back when.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So next time talk to Tom, ask him about. It says in the line. His first name is Sean. So ask him about Sean Fry Fogel, and then he might know what you're talking about. I'm assuming he is, because at first I sent him back. He's like, well, like which drummer? Like, like Tom, Seamus, was it Jim? Like who is it? Like,
yeah.
He's like, oh, Tom. He's like, okay, Tom, cool. I know what you're talking about. So, anyways, point being, getting a new album. I know you guys did a crowdfunder for this, or a Kickstarter project, whatever you want to call it, to raise money. And man, it shows.
Scam?
No.
No, it was not a scam.
No, I didn't say scam.
Okay, good.
No. It's a Kickstarter project, something like that. And I didn't say scam at all. Wow.
We're just fucking with you.
Okay, so point being is the new album. I mean, you can tell that you guys have done so much together. And the one thing I want to bring up that Andy mentioned last time, and I'm sure you can capitalize on this one, Pat. But Andy was talking about your producer, how he's a good guy. He's a friend, but he's also a producer at the same time. So, I mean, he can joke around with you guys, but at the same time, he's like, you know what? That's not good. I want you to do it this way, or change the timing on it. And then
he's a pretty solid person. I've known him for a while, and Grady, if you're listening, love you. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, man.
But he's very good at as he would call it a bunch of years ago. He said this to me once. I'll never forget it. It was like, Pat, sometimes you just gotta like massage the situation. So he knows like when he wants to get something out of a conversation or anything in particular. Really, like how to go about like making it happen in a positive way, and he can be stern, and he's a smart guy, right? So
he never steers the band in the wrong direction.
You listen to him, and
Right.
you can have a conversation. You can swear at each other if you want to, but it always works out well too.
Well, and there's a lot of brutal honesty going on right in the studio. Always it's got to be it's got to be an honest product, and if there was something that would be better off another way, then you should be doing it.
I like it because like true friends can be like pricks with each other, right?
Absolutely.
You're more comfortable.
You can give somebody like the brutal truth.
Yeah,
And you're
without
more forgiving
really
too.
having to nurse it on
and you
them
know
too
the
much.
characters behind the work.
So it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we yelled at each other a lot. It was awesome.
Yeah, there was a fair bit of that.
Well, you know what? That's the thing about the recording process is, it's always not easy because there's so much involved, and I've been slowly but surely recording a side project just for myself, just to do whatever, and just recording one track, trying to get the vocals right. I just from that alone, I completely understand what pain you guys go through sometimes, and what a pain in the ass it can be. So, I mean, I know that's just a small part of it, but it's like after this, it's like, man, like I really feel for these guys because sometimes just this alone just annoying the hell out of me. Like it did about 20 takes because either it was a second too late or a few seconds over, that sort of thing. So I completely understand, and that much more respect to you guys for the hard work you put in the studio. Now, we're gonna get to a song in a few minutes here. The one thing I want to ask about is I was talking to another member of your band, Bruce, the other day, and I was asking about the album, and he said that you guys had to hit a dark place to kind of bring about this album. And I can kind of tell just because just hear me out here. The music's good, but it's a lot more. It is a lot more dark sounding than the first two albums, which were sounded a little bit more upbeat. Bird Language was kind of a little bit more mellow, but with Mad Men Only, this one did come out, especially with the opening, the opening intro, Mad Men. Like it was a good starter, but it also kind of set the tone for the rest of the album.
Yeah, I was laughing because I had a bunch of one-liners about Bruce there that I won't say in the air. I love you, Bruce. So that dark spot, we were just in a crazy point of our writing and just in our lives separately, and we had a bunch of people too, right? Like dealing. There's tons of musicians out there who have like 3 and 4 piece bands, and
right.
It's tough in those situations, right? So like when you got 5 to 7 people fluctuating time to time here and there, right? Like, and then to not step on anybody's toes or
it's a lot of personalities to manage.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Enough. You know what I mean? It's like having 5 wives, It's got to be difficult
with no sex.
Yeah.
There's Bruce, right?
Yeah.
Bruce.
Oh,
He's something else.
Well,
that one.
the thing is I guess when I came into the picture, that was where things were needing repair, and so I suppose just the situations, what's going through everybody's mind kind of establishes the tone of the kind of work you're going to produce, and I think future records probably will sound a little different because it's constantly changing. Like everything is. The dynamics between the people involved, and that highly influences the work you create. And I think we're working well together.
Well, you know what? I can hear that, and the one thing, actually, the question I have, I guess, and that's pretty much for the both of you, is you don't have to go into too much detail if you don't want. But when did you kind of, we'll say, quote unquote, set your sights on Seamus, saying, you know what, we want Seamus in the band now to kind of switch things up?
Well, when we were going to the drawing board for what we want to invoke out of a song or out of people, and we were kind of just going over things and rehearsing, and Jimmy, our good buddy, God bless him, love him. He took off. He wanted to go do some other shit, so he went and did it. And he's doing great. But we had Seamus come in. He was on the hand drums, and I started hanging out with Seamus more. We kind of, I think everybody just kind of knew he was a little. It was a different thing, and it worked out. It worked out really well. Tom was fucking awesome in this other spot. He was awesome in the one. It kind of, the situation put itself on the table, and then we had to kind of address it, and it was tough to deal with too, right? It was another, because again, a bunch of people, and you love these people, you don't want to it's delicate situations, but it worked out, and you know, I think a lot of the album was based on change and based
Right.
on, you know, where we were in our lives, and then trying to get out of it, what we were reading, what we were listening to. Like there was a lot of crazy stuff going on at the time. It was a good test of will, I guess, and commitment for all of us as individuals and as a team to go through it.
Well, and that's the thing too, is right, is like, especially when you have a little bit of a line change up, you know, obviously it changes your dynamics. So now it's even, let's say even if the whole band knows the person who is replacing whatever position, you know, it's still a matter of adjustment because you're still getting used to this person playing with you, right? Because even though you know your style, you know, you haven't really jammed with a person, so you don't know what they're like and where they're coming from, right? And so I can really tell, you know, that takes a bit of adjustment period in and of itself.
Yeah.
Hey, quick thing. Got Andy here. Just needs to know what number to call in. He wants to say something, I think.
He can call me. I can just put on speaker.
Yeah, we just put on speakerphone,
Okay.
actually, yeah.
Sure.
Check my battery here. We're good.
All right.
All right, well, I think we're going to have Andy on in just a second here.
Yeah, the whole process of just really being open with yourself when you listen to yourself, or what it is that you're actually doing, and kind of getting through that, putting the attention into that is stressful. Like it takes a lot out of yourself, right? Because if you really have a passion for it,
Right.
or an ear, whatever it is, like you're going to criticize yourself
For sure.
harder than anybody else would. So it's a great experience.
Yeah, usually everyone's their own worst critic. So why don't we take a quick break here while we're waiting for Andy to call in, and we will play the second song on the album, and this is Hellhounds, Gypsy Ghosts. Dig this.